don't know, man. I guess I'm getting just worn down with all of this. It's just so difficult in this server. It's just so difficult. I'm just getting worn down. So it's just the same, ruining the morale. I just feel like, I'm telling you something, NoPixel, where like cops win like 90% of the time, yeah. Unless crims do like a really bad shit. I guess I'm just getting like, chat. If you say, let's say it's 10v5. Like, so you do 25 times 5. That's 100. That's a fucking the PD and lose chat. If we get to, which is get.
Okay, stupid. Because number one, they're not supposed to. There's a reason Kevin has complained about it every time they do it to him. Next.
And then if you make it inside MRPD, you gotta hope that they don't fucking find a gun and then get held up, right? And then.
Okay, bad police work. Next.
I'll talk to you in a second. You gotta hope that they don't find a gun and then 18 different officers get held the fuck up. And then at the same time, you then gotta do a prison transport, right? So you gotta survive the prison transport. And then when they go to jail, there'll probably be a way to break out. So the problem is, right, PD can't even pass stage 1. And if PD, which so far has a 100% loss rate in the past 3 weeks in these shootouts.
He's wrong. They literally have caught K and Gioso. So no, they've not had a 100% loss rate.
What do you think the chances are going to be we pass stage 2? And what are the chances we do stage 3?
Yo, chat. Remember they caught us in the in the cop station, and they let K walk into a bush.
That was crazy.
Brother, the most wanted man is not being secured. Like the man walked into a bush, and no one knew where he went. This is the like. Let's not take this away. Like, PD's sloppy as hell.
Very sloppy.
You know what I'm saying? They let him walk into the bush.
And then how do we even keep these people in prison? It is so wildly against the cops. It is incredible. And I think it's just ruining morale at this point. Like, there's a way to upgrade guns. I don't think upgrading guns is the solution to the problem. The problem is the gun.
Yeah, but they didn't lose. They caught him. And it was bad police work that allowed him to walk outside and get into a bush and not get caught.
Oh, shit. He said
are simply too powerful. That is the issue. The guns are just way too powerful at this point in time.
Oh, I didn't know there was trash here.
So, I just think the guns I think all guns just need to be nerfed. It's not fun when you just get. I liked playing Cop and Crim before because I felt like there was always a chance to fucking win, right? But now I feel like it's impossible. I feel like it's just impossible. The weapons for criminals are just, and same with cops, they're just too OP. The time to kill has turned into Call of Duty, and it simply doesn't work in an environment where you get into a fight once every 2 hours, and the time to kill is faster than Battlefield 6, right? And you don't respawn, and then when you lose, you have to fucking sit there for 40, sometimes up to 40 minutes, which is a lot given that you go to jail as a criminal and you have to sit there for fucking 8 hours, right? But at this current point in time in the stage, that's not happening. That's just how I feel at the moment. And it's also combined with a skill issue, right?
I mean, what do? Do we just allow cops to respawn in the fight so it's done? Like, I don't know. Like, what is the... Yeah, time to kill is definitely not faster in BF6. Like, that's a fucking crazy statement on his part. I know he's probably exaggerating a bit to make his point. I get that, but... Yeah.
Like, I've seen PD slay and I've seen PD whiff. And I know that I'm not the fucking world's best PvPer. I used to be pretty good. I'm gonna fucking glaze myself for a second, but I'm pretty washed up these days because I just do not enjoy GTA PvP, right? To me, it's like fucking doing math and taxes. I don't have any appeal to it, right? I got so burnt out on GTA PvP back in 2021 that I'm still burnt out to this day. I have still not enjoyed it. So how do you make the PD better? I think guns in general in the server just need to be slowed down. I think that goes for cop guns too. I think cop guns and crim guns time to kill needs to be decreased dramatically. But the problem is that if you go too dramatically, right, and TTK is too high, I don't know water. Then you access a secondary problem.
I mean, the only thing that happens here is if I don't know what to do with this shit, guys, because it's impossible to balance for both sides. Because if I say we need more crims to be allowed, it's just then it comes to there's 30 people at this 13A. Why would they call it 13A? And then it's like, if we nerf guns, then criminals are going to complain about all the work they put in for the deagles. This is not a good... This is a really shit situation we're in at the moment. In fact, I think I'm just going to have nerf the deagles to shut everyone up, to be honest, and just tank the frustration of the criminals that have grinded for them. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's just like... Yeah, I think the deagle outranges the PDs, yeah? Does PD only have this issue with CG and Geo? So if it's... No, they're having it in other places too, or so they say. I have not had this same experience of where I felt like the deagles were so oppressive that they're bad. And I've been in it about 4 or 5 of these now in different occasions. So I have not felt that I was at a heavy disadvantage because of the deagle. And honestly, you make it about most of CG being together for 7 years. I mean, that was the way our 1.0 PUD was. Some of us have played together in Twitch RP for like 7 to 6 years, you know?
Yeah. It's the thing is, right? Like it's definitely a tough place to be in, but you gotta look at it like this though, chat. The Deagle is like a superior gun. Like you're not gonna have 10 Deagles. The loot got nerfed, blah, blah, blah. So that Deagle you have, you are most likely gonna have for a long time. We're having it with a long time is gonna come with a lot of bodies. It's gonna come back to a lot of scenes.
Yeah.
Right? So if you now had 4 scenes where you shot down 10 cops with that Deagle, and then you get caught on the 5th scene, that's a big reward.
Yeah.
Because from what I'm seeing is cops get rewarded when you go to jail, right? Like that's what kind of what Whippy's saying. He's like, well, it's not like they go to jail. Like so a lot of them feel like, man, if I send them away for 1,000 months, like this is great.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why, but that's just, I'm just talking based on that basis, right? You get caught with that gun. You have a bunch of previous incidents. Your charges are gonna be stacked. So it's not just a gun that's powerful, it's a gun that's gonna come with a lot of responsibility and a lot of history on it.
Yeah.
So that crim now that gets caught with that gun is gonna get fucked. So basically, what I'm hearing PD saying is like, we need to nerf those guns, even though they're hard to get, and then we can beat them and then still send them for that same time. You're not, listen, you could wipe cops 2 weeks in a row. There's gonna be one time you get caught. Yeah, we got caught with our Deagles.
Yeah.
We just got away, but we got caught with our Deagles. K got caught with that Deagle. He got away. That was just bad police work. But they can calibrate their, and this is what's gonna happen. Within that 2 weeks you're on the run, Kurt, when that 2 weeks you're on the run, cops are doing transports. Every what is it? AU. Every AU they're doing it. And then every cop is having a fully upgraded pistol. And once you lose that Deagle, you're done. You're gonna have P200s fighting fully calibrated gun pistols.
Yeah.
And then what? And yeah, I'm telling you, no, they don't do it all storm, but I don't even want them to do it all storm. It's 400 months base charge on that transport. That's why I crashed out the other day, because they was mad I didn't give the guy 400 months. I was just like, yo, I'm not doing that. So they're like PD is like short-term thinkers, because they again, chat, hot take, okay, hot take. But a lot of PD have a criminal mentality in their mind, because they want the instant. Because if I'm going down to a thing, I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna say whatever, because they're not playing along. They want that instant gratification. They're not playing a long game where it's like, yo, we're gonna catch this motherfucker. We're gonna try some other shit to do some other shit. And like I said, all that before, going undercover, doing some cool shit, selling some plates, building a story. You're gonna catch these guys with their PD pistol on them.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just all the time. PD just relies on mechanics. Yo, let's get bigger guns. Oh, we got big guns, yes. And then it just becomes a shitlord fest.
Yeah.
Because we still, like, our charges, like Eggy said, our charges are not going away. Like, there's gonna be a time we have to face those charges. 1,000 months, 2,000 months, 4,000 months. We're gonna have to face those charges. You're right, but to play devil's cat, I think it happens. They keep losing, they get more lazy. No, when they win, they get more lazy.
True.
When they lose, they cry like babies. That's the problem. When they win, they get more lazy. When you look at NoPixel cops, they have everything, one-tap guns that like auto aim, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could shoot the chest and it has a headshot. They got buff armored when they go on duty. And they're lazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't care. If I'm a cop, I don't care if a crim wins. If I'm a cop, I care more about... I gotta clean this screen. If I'm a cop, I care more about, like, is these monotone Andes? Do these guys gonna give me role play? If I'm fighting CG, I don't care, because it's like, okay, I'm gonna get some role playing and I'm gonna get some cool shit, and eventually when I catch your ass, that's gonna be a big win, if that's the case. But I'm not going off of, like, you know, compared to the other crims that they're chasing in the server. Just like, look at the crims that like kidnapped Foolsley and Ray. Like, it's like, there's those guys in the server. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So would you rather those guys? Like, what are you saying? You know what I'm saying? Or would you rather some cool motherfucker like Mr. K, Rami, and these motherfuckers coming in and they got some cool shit, and it's like, hey man, maybe we'll catch you, maybe we don't, but we gonna catch you. We gotta serve the time. You're not gonna serve 4,000 months in jail. Yeah. What's up, Kieran? So that's kind of like what I'm saying though, chat. Like, I get the frustration, but that's just part of war. Do other shit.
Yeah.
You're doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing every day and expecting a different outcome, bro. Do some other shit. For most cops, they want to win more than the role play, the day in and day out, taking loss. And you're proving my point. Most cops have a criminal mentality.
Yeah. You can never focus on the win as a cop.
Yeah, we did. We did. When it comes to making a living, as far as not talk all for the jail stream and lose 300 viewers at a point, we log out. As a CG viewer, I just watch Geo in a shootout. But that's the reality of it, right? You know what I'm saying? If you at 800 viewers and you go to jail and your jail is 300 months, 400 months, what's gonna happen then?
Cooked.
You're cooked,
Might as well
bro.
hop on a new
Your
character.
viewers are gonna drop to 200. You know what I'm saying? Money. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying we shouldn't go to jail, but like, I try to hang no matter to jail update is still pretty damn boring. Yeah, and a lot of you like, listen, viewers, they do try to hang, but it's like, what much can you do? Like, all right, well, fuck, Zoe's in jail, Suarez in jail. Okay, well, fuck, Gio's in the shootout having fun. Let's go watch Gio. Like, that's just what it is. That's what I would do. Like, I might hang for you like 30 minutes, but, you know, the jail's painful. And then the streamers just fucking just like, I hate this fucking place. If jail wasn't so damn daring, it's like,
the time shit in jail is just cooked. There's like, going to jail should just be like, you know, losing your shit. That's like, that should be losing your shit, getting fined. That should be the punishment. Why
I mean,
do you have to sit in jail? For
I think I'm
more
pretty
than
good at
an
raising
hour?
morale in the PD. Like, I come on and I try to give people a bunch of shit to do, like, and have fun and bring some energy, you know, like, and I still go after stuff. When I'm on, you know, like I don't not do that. I wish I could justify being on more in the daytimes. And maybe that's what I have to do is I need to find a way where I can find the time to be around the afternoon, not be so I can have my free time in the evening, because right now I'm on the go from like 8 a.m. with devs to a lot of times like respond to messages from everyone on the server till like 9 and 10 at night, you know?
And this is the thing, right, too? Like, Ravage does so much, and it's like, bro, he has to, like, hold everybody's hands for people to even have, to even get, like, how much times Ravage, like, man, I'm leaving PD, and then he has to come back for them to just even have brain cells.
Yeah.
Even just on different characters, how much RP he pushes. And it's not, because he's a owner of the server, it's just because he's just that damn good. But it's just like, people need to, like, take lead and use that as an example.
It's hard for me to get in time
he has to like babysit
in between to come and help, but
and then run the server, run the business, talk to this guy, talk to that guy. This guy's complaining, this guy's complaining, this guy's sending clips.
yeah, I
this
agree
guy's
with that.
bitching about this
BBQ
guy.
Reaper, they are pretty stationary.
Is that numbers becomes the advantage, right? Because you can't 2v1 people anymore. It'd just be impossible. But currently as it is, one guy with a deagle can TTK 2 cops faster than 2 cops can TTK 1 guy with a deagle. And that's the issue.
Okay, let me look at something here.
Yeah, please correct him.
I'm actually curious about something. Give me a second.
That is so crazy.
Let me look at something here. I'm actually curious about the distance. Let me have a look. Can I spawn the test dummies on live, Gav?
Berg rushing is going to become way too overpowered in the server. And then it just creates a new issue. I'm just convinced, it's like video games, it's impossible to balance. It is impossible to balance roleplay servers. I don't care how smart you are, as far as I think Ravage is, as far as I think Coil is, I just don't think it's possible. I don't think there's any mind on planet Earth that has the capability of balancing a roleplay server. It's extremely, extremely difficult. So,
can I let everyone in on the secret of game development across any of your favorite games? What the truth is? The goal is never to fully balance a game. The goal is to rebalance things to change the game and make it feel fresh. So you're never going to balance fully League of Legends. You're never going to fully balance a Valorant. You're never going to fully balance a roleplay server. None of those things are going to ever be fully balanced. I'm sorry. Because progression...
Sorry, just to add on to that. Apex said, not balanced, hold my beer. We're going to unbalance the shit out of this game. Sorry, I just want to add that. Apex pisses me off.
Makes it so that it's hard to fully balance any of these games. That's why there's always an S-tier champion or an S-tier gun. That's why there's always an S-tier operator in Valorant. That's why these things happen. It's because progressions, you know, like you can't have a fully balanced experience like that because it just doesn't really exist, because variety is everything. So yeah, it's to do with making new metas. You'll see when League releases a new champion, or maybe they release an assassin, so they need to make something that counters those. It's a lot more deeper than that, right? With League, obviously, because buffing one champion makes its counter more prevalent, and it creates a whole new ecosystem and meta, right? And obviously it's different for things like GTA, but kind of the point I'm trying to make here is that, like, it's not just a roleplay servers thing. It's a game design thing. It's hard to fully balance things because fully balancing things takes away variety. So... I get where he's coming. I understand what he's saying, but yeah, it's not just a roleplay server thing.
These guys are dying in their cars faster than they can even get out of them. Like, I'm in Air 1 and I'm being gunned down from the other side of the pier faster than I can even land the helicopter. It's no fun. I just frankly hate it. And I'm not shitting on them. They've done nothing wrong. It's just
I want to just point back, though, that we did just show a clip where he took tank 22 shots.
Current mechanics of the server and the current mechanics of the server benefit that type of playstyle right now. And they're very good when it comes to that. And I'm just very, very heavily struggling, because you have to understand that not all these cops are shooters, right? Not all these cops are PvP shooters, and I think the Prodigy admin team does a very good job on checking people before they get invited to be part of the PD, right? And they have a very hard stance on not trying to replicate going too fucking hard on crims, right? Because we've seen what happens in some servers, right? When cops, I remember when I played that 1985 server, cops just went way too hard. It was so unfun, and we don't want to. And I know the team's working very hard to not replicate that.
And that's the thing. Most servers go that hard, by the way. Most people lean to that point of getting that hard and going that hard on people. by default, because that's what the majority of people who want to come and play a cop want to do. They want to step on
I think
people's
given that we
throats.
actually have a PD that doesn't try to abuse or try hard or go for W's, I think we...
Listen, man, I love Whippy. This is the thing. Like, I really like Whippy. Okay? As a person. And I highly respect him, actually, as a role player, too, and as a person. I think the reality here is, though, is that I think this is his felt experience, you know? And that's not invalid by any means. And this is the felt experience of people in PD. And this stuff spreads when people feel a certain way. But oftentimes what you feel isn't reality either. Right? And like, I also saw a clip where Whippy was like, well, now Ravage understands. Probably. Because I flipped a helicopter and it blew up. No, Ravage didn't really understand because we were on their fucking ass for like 2 hours straight. So no, Ravage did not understand from that encounter. It's just like, there's this perception that like, I don't get it, but I come on and I patrol and I chase people and I'm doing this stuff.
I think
I've been at this a long time.
I think Ravage is the most in tune owner I've met on any server. This guy is very in tune when it comes to just like server shit. So I don't think he's out of the loop at all.
So I don't know really what to do here. Like, there's a couple of different ways we can attack this problem, where we can up cop numbers, we can lower TTK, we can try to even out the range on all guns across the server. And
the range, yo, you know what's crazy? The range is the same because Zakita was shooting at me on cop and I was shooting at him and we couldn't hit each other. He started doing the Macarena. I think you up the numbers. I think you play with it, you up the numbers, try 12 and see what happens. But that's what I say.
That's horrible.
But think about it. If we have 5 cars, right?
Yeah.
None of us can shoot out those cars.
Yeah.
Right? If they have 12, they can have 6 cars shooting at, hawking down one car and shooting down. Yeah. They can have 6 people shooting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right now, they can have 5 cars, but they're not even thinking like that.
And rebalance based on that. There are things we can do in terms of making helicopters and vehicles take way more bullet damage again. TTK is time to kill.
You see how quick Rami's helicopter went down?
Sorry. We can do all of these types of things. But then every time you make, you spin, you put, you know, on the scales of justice, weight on the PD or the criminal side, you're pissing people off. There isn't no really winning. I think upping cop numbers would make more sense. In my opinion, you can try buffing PD guns. Maybe that will work. I don't think PD guns need to be buffed. Like, PD guns were super strong before, and they're on par with faction pistols. I think the problem is that a lot of people on the server have this opinion that PD guns and criminal guns need to be balanced at the lowest level, but maybe they do need a buff. I don't know. Yeah, that's my experience too, Trickler. My best PDs have not had shooters. They've just had people that work together really good and want to put in the effort and listen, and they can put themselves in the right places at the right time.
You don't need, and that's why I said you don't need good shooters in PD. You need people who work together and they're decent, because you have double the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, one crim, 2 cops. One crim, 2 cops. 2 shooting at one crim, 1. Like, you still...
Because positioning in GTA is more than anything. And Whippy actually explains that in his clip where he says, they move so fast, they're able to take advantage of that because they're opportunistic, and our PD just isn't. They're the opposite of opportunistic. They would rather sit in the same place for 5 to 10 minutes in a shootout and hold a corner than they would to actually rotate and move and be tactical.
Yeah, I gotta find this clip. Hold on.
Of course the 10 cop limit doesn't make sense in character. Like,
what?
Wow.
Dumb chatter.
Congratulations to Matt, I guess. Like, astounding take. Yeah, it's not made to make sense in character. It's made to be for balance. Like, fucking, come on, guys. That's like saying the fucking sky is blue. Of course it doesn't make fucking sense. A lot of things don't make sense in GTA roleplay, but they're done for the balance of the role play or the encounters that happen. Like, that's not rocket science.
Nope. Apparently we don't have
Also, I'm gonna need you to. Whose car is that, by the way? It's your car.
Hold on, chat. Look at this, chat.
Is there not? I don't know.
Look at this. This was me watching the fight, chat. Look.
Okay, I'm at the gas station now. Open the door. Come through the alleyway. But you gotta stick together. Come on, I opened it for you, Joe. Come on. Like.
This is when they had a 7-Up, and it was Rami, Gio, and Peanut. They had everything.
Yeah. Are they on Kay's body in the apartment?
The boys didn't know where they were or nothing.
They already rushed them. It was like 3 or 4. The side door, yeah? Yeah, the side. Yeah, come on. Okay.
Alright, this is the problem right
You guys
here.
want to run to the garage and we can hold that out?
So, that's a bad call, Rami.
Your call, dude. I think one of us can get a car. There's a car at the gas station. I can get in and then we can drive.
Croc's here. We have
get
2 cops in here. 2 cops, right? Peanuts, under, like, on the top of the warehouse.
Yeah.
At the top door.
On the balcony.
On the balcony.
Okay, listen. Let's take a car. Let's flank. Let's go get a
So
help.
Peanut's here, right? So they have Peanut pinned.
Too far, bro. This is what it is, bro.
Nope.
We should go to the garage, bro.
Don't like
need a
fuck this
heli.
wall
No,
like a
no,
weirdo.
We should go to armor block from the top because they have.
They have cops
guys
here.
on
Look.
top.
Perfect. So they have cops here. Yellow inside. Peanut can't move. Rami can't move, and Gio really can't move. Right? They have him pinned. Watch what
The
the cops
problem with
do.
And then
PD,
from the
listen,
front, I tried to get in
the problem with PD, chat, I'm going to tell you this. They don't have patience.
You guys wanna go
They're
in
going
from
to
the
jump
top?
in the heli and dip.
I mean, fuck it.
Oh my
Stay
gosh!
one on the very top.
Did they hear me say that? They don't have
I'm
patience.
saying you should go get it from your.
Bro,
I don't
PD
have
should just stay
They know. Remember, they're having a shootout with Peanut, and they know he's at that door.
here.
Fine, no?
While the others stay
I got
yellow.
Maverick, but it's just Sandy.
They
Oh,
don't have
that's-
patience.
oh,
They're
yeah. I
literally
gotta go to
dumb as
Sandy.
fuck, bro.
Okay, go to Sandy then. Sneak out. All right. We'll hold them.
Brother, you guys had the best setup over here, over there.
And you got absolute bots, bro. And then they'll be like, man, fucking. And these guys ended up going on this roof right here. This roof, for what reason? So now Nut can run out. They could have killed Nut here, and then Gio ended up on this roof.
Yeah.
Absolute bots, bro. But nobody talks about this shit.